Welcome to Camping Gear TV. I'm Josh. This is Tony.
This is Snoop.
And today we're going to be talking about some, outdoor clothing and stuff to keep you warm in the winter camping.
Exactly. It's all about being warm
Right.
when you're out here, because if you're cold and miserable, you're cold and miserable, and you don't want to be out here.
Right. Where are we at today, by the way?
Oh, this is at Columbia Bottoms, the confluence of the Missouri and the Mississippi.
Yep.
The Missouri is about 400 yards back this way. It meets up with the Mississippi about 200 yards right over here.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Yeah, so we're just outside of St. Louis and in the middle of nowhere at the same time.
Yeah, very nice place.
Yeah.
What we're going to talk about right now is layering of clothing and some of the different types of layering you want to do. You always want to dress in layers. You can always peel stuff off if you need to, if you get too hot. If you have it just one big layer, you take it off, you're going to freeze. So layers is the way to go. The base layer, you want to start with some good long johns. These are polypropylene. I would stay away from these if you're going to be around people, because after a day or so, polypropylene, it stinks. It smells like a gym locker. So while it's warm and it is wicking, that's one of the lesser bears.
Now, have you worn those?
I have. You want to
Can I
sniff?
smell them?
You can if you want
thanks.
to. Sure.
Nice.
Just the way you like it.
That's nice.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Something better is some of these Wonder Fleeces and stuff like that. This is polyester.
Okay. That's nice.
Polyester is really good.
Yeah.
It won't smell. It is wicking. It's a nice thin layer. It's a great base layer.
Yeah. Nice.
If it gets really cold, move on up to something expedition weight. These are a lightweight fleece, something I got from Cabela's. These are really warm. If it is freaking cold outside and you got to be there because you're deer hunting or something, put on this and this, you're bomb proof, as long as you have another shell. If it's even colder than that, you can throw on some of this stuff. This is the U.S. military's extreme cold weather gear stuff. This is really thick, really heavy. I rarely use this because here in Missouri it just doesn't get that damn cold. If it was minus 20, these would be used.
Nice.
So we've got that for the lower part. Upper part, again, this is a polypropylene. Again, it smells after a couple of days. Or you can get some of these rayon, polyester type stuff. This is really good. It's thin. This is really cool because it's got this vent. If you can start to get warm, you don't want to get hot and sweat when it's cold outside, because you're going to cool down and sweat's going to freeze you to death, literally. So you want to get rid of extra perspiration that way. Sometimes with that,
a treasure trove of goodies here.
oh yeah, this is all my good stuff. I use it all the time.
Yep.
This is something cheap. This isn't the expensive Under Armour. Under Armour is great. Under Armour, if you're watching, why don't you make some stuff for the rounder people in the audience?
I'm wearing Under Armour right now, actually.
Well, you're shaped for Under Armour. I'm not.
This thing here is Under Armour, and I got some pants on under these pants that are Under Armour.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll show you later.
Maybe I'll be lucky enough to miss that.
Yep.
But at any rate, Under Armour, it's I know there's advantages to having your clothing tight, but tight clothing drives some of us people nuts, especially people with bigger bellies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at any rate, you can buy some knockoff type of stuff. I got this at Walmart. This is basically the same thing. It's big, it's roomy, it's not constricting,
Yeah.
and this is cheap. I paid like $5 for this.
Right on.
So this with this makes a great top layer. So what I've got on now is something very similar. I've got on a knockoff again of Under Armour.
Nice.
This stuff here.
I noticed he
And a
has
heavy
some
wool sweater.
chili stains on his sleeve there. Looks like a chili stain.
Might have been.
Yeah.
Chili dogs. Who knows?
Yeah.
Over all this stuff goes a big heavy wool sweater. Wool is the best thing out there. If I could afford a set of nice wool long johns, I'd have those. Wool is fantastic. It'll stay warm even if it gets wet. If it gets damp, it's still warm.
Yeah.
I've involuntarily been ejected from my canoe before on some early spring water, and took quite a bath. And I got out, pulled out my dry bag, put on some good base layer stuff. I just wrung this sweater out, put it on. It was still damp. I was warm as toast. It's good stuff.
Nice.
Footwear or foot warmers. Two pair of socks is a really good thing.
Yep.
Some synthetic like dress socks or wool dress socks, they're great. Put those on first. Make sure they're not too tight, and then you can put on a heavier set of wool like this on a really cold day.
Yeah.
Or put on just 2 pair of these. Go to Sears and get yourself some wool dress socks. Put 2 pair on, you're good to go.
Nice.
As far as pants go, these are hard to beat. These are wool from LL Bean. They're very heavy, incredibly heavy wool stuff. When it's 0 out, this is what I'll wear.
Nice.
You know, it's some nylon pants, something like what Josh has. I think those are probably a cotton blend.
Yep.
Cotton is rotten. They don't have that saying for nothing. Cotton, once it gets wet, it saps heat away from your body like crazy, and cotton will kill you. If you get out there in the elements, you either get rained on or you work up a sweat, and then you cool off. It just sucks the heat right out of you. It's bad stuff. If I were caught out here and I was one of those Bear Grylls guys, and I had cotton on, and I got wet, I try to find some dry leaves and like shove them up underneath your shirt or something for some insulation, because cotton is really, really bad stuff.
Nice.
At any rate, that's the clothing, what you want to wear.
Good stuff.
Upper wear. A wool hat is really good. Again, I'm a big fan of wool. This one's a Columbia wool hat. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Columbia folks, hi, and feel free to send me anything free. I wear a 7 1/4. A fleece hat's also good. If it's really cold, get one of these balaclavas. You can get these out of, I don't know if you sell them on your site.
You can get them at Bass Pro. You know, you can get them all sorts of places.
It's a nice fleece inside. These, if you're an eyeglasses wearer, you want to cut this slot a little wider so your glasses fit a little easier. Put this on. A wool hat, and you're bomb proof.
Yep. And you look like the Unabomber as well as being bomb proof.
If I had the beard.
Yeah. Well, when you
I'll
had
work
that
on that.
you couldn't tell you didn't.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's clothing.
That's it.
Gloves. Wool gloves are nice. These are ancient gloves. I've had these for probably 20 years.
Yeah, those are nice. I like those kinds.
I made these little wool.
I use those
now
for
they're
fishing.
mittens.
I use those kinds of gloves for fishing a lot.
Yeah,
Keep
you
warm.
use your fingers.
Yeah, and you use your fingers a lot.
Very good.
Anything else?
Well, that covers it pretty much clothing wise. There's different variations of this stuff. You can wear some of the that long john stuff earlier with just a lightweight shell hiking pants if the weather's not going to be too bad, and you'll stay really nice and warm and dry in those.
Yeah.
Layering is the key. What I didn't show is if it's windy, you want a wind shell. Notice what Josh has here. This is probably a rain jacket, but it stops the wind as well as the rain. What you want to watch out for is if it's windy a lot and you wear this jacket a lot, eventually you're going to wear it out, and when you go out in the rain with it, it can leak. So it's a good idea to have a couple of these. Wear one of them for wind and use the other one exclusively for rain use.
Nice. Well, now you know everything you need to know about clothing for cold weather. Thanks to our special guest Tony for joining us for a couple episodes. Come back and watch more Camping Gear TV.
Thanks.